This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
And with that said, a very legitimate chance now to hoist the trophy again at the end of this season. They've been to the mountaintop. They know what it feels like, but it's never easy to repeat.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
So Golden State will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the point. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Now, here's Aldridge. After the miss from Stephen Curry, Aldridge kicks to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Curry with it. Coming off a south. Outing against Cleveland. Green, the screen. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he's kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his score also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Outside Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And that one's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against Dallas.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Aldridge's screen. Leonard against Thompson. Leonard dishes to Duncan. Right side, Leonard puts it up from 12. Another one falls for San Antonio.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, a short time ago, I had a chance to catch up with Greg Popovich. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
All right, Doris.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
Daniel Green taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Green.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, as Greg was just talking about, the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition.
Now Parker, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
Yeah, that's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Nobody near Barnes. Knocks down the 3 ball. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 1:37 left to play in the first quarter.
San Antonio timeout.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Aldridge with a screen on Curry. Parker passes to Aldridge. Shot from the top of the key. Warriors with the rebound. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play. Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Well, I think the defense is going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Green with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Aldridge kicks to Parker. San Antonio again missing. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Curry against Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. And Parker, here we go. Another miss by Parker. The Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Curry dishes to Green. Curry passes to Iguodala. Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Warriors on top, ending the first quarter on a 12-4 run. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Focused on his point guard, Tony Parker. And here's what Parker had to say about that. Even though it seems like that was a very long time ago now, to hear Tony Parker talk about it now, it still sounds very fresh to him.
Did he acknowledge, Kevin, that he cried?
It sounds like it, yeah.
The game made him cry. That's one of the things fans forget about with professional athletes. No matter how successful they get, players never forget that pain and frustration or those other emotions they've gone through to help get them to where they are.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Now here's Green. He had that big outing in that Cavaliers game as well. Ginobili against Thompson. Pass to Mills. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Green slams it in.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Mills following the basket by Draymond Green. And Mills kicks to Diaw. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, you shoot like that from outside. It really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
A 3 from Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time for Ginobili. And it's 8 points for Leonard.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard hasn't been in the league for a long time, but he's feeling right at home. He said last season he wants to remain a Spur for life.
Now here's Mills after the miss from Stephen Curry. Diaw, the pass to Ginobili. They set the screen. That gives them the lead. Ginobili's got his first points of the night.
Good job there by Leonard setting that screen.
Passes it to Green. Dishes to Thompson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. No good from outside. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the 3.
Green against West. And Diao kicks it to West. No good. Great D that time from Green. Warriors have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. To the paint, it's tipped. And the basket by Diao. And the Spurs lead by 3.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And you really got to admire Boris Diaw. I mean, he's found a way to kind of reform his game as he's gotten older. I mean, so different than when he was new to the league.
Diaw lost his athleticism and is a slower player than before. You could argue he's more productive now, though, Clark, than ever.
Well, his game was always on the ground in my mind. He's highly skilled. He's much more cerebral on the floor than given credit. I mean, I think he is really a difficult matchup because he's crafty, he's tough, and he's experienced and skilled.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Ginobili, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Jason Thompson. And for Manu Ginobili last season, not his best. Down in every measurable category since his rookie year. He's 37, myriad of injuries. You know, but Greg, there's still something so special about that player.
Yeah, I mean, so much of his game is about movement. And Kevin, after 13 full seasons and factoring all of the international competition, you're going to have to start to show some wear and tear, and that's been the case for Manu.
Excellent point. He played 4 pro years overseas before the NBA. And so Ginobili nails both of them.
You know, guys, getting back to Ginobili, the most concerning part about last year centers around his shooting. Down in field goal, three-point, and free throw percentage. Just could not find the mark all season long.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Diaw with a wide-open look. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Livingston, no luck.
And looking forward for Ginobili, he may have to reshape his game a little bit. Less commotion overall to try and reduce turnovers. Maybe accepting more of a toned-down role versus the catalyst role that he's really enjoyed over the course of his career.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Livingston.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. 2 top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Boris Diaw. Different look here for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Thompson. Green comes in for Harrison Barnes. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
Oh, he's just tangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Here's Curry after the basket by San Antonio. From deep, Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closer. And that one hits back iron.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
1:16 left in the first half of basketball. Curry with it. Leonard picks him up. West with the steal. Fires the 3. Aldridge, no luck. The Warriors trailing. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Takes the 13-footer. The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
San Antonio making a switch here. Marcus checked in.
Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the rim.
Warriors trail by 4. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
There's a screen. It's Ginobili with the drive. Green with the block.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
In transition, here come the Spurs. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Outside Curry. Up in time. He knocks it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot he'll never forget. As dramatic as they come.
Moments. The bigger the moment.
And a pretty tightly contested.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. The 3 E's, Shaq. That's all I got to say. They've avoided turning the basketball over, and that's a recipe for success. Now, here's how they do it. By sacrificing the highlight reel plays, you get good looks, and those home run plays will still come.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they need to be more aggressive. They got to take the ball inside.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Here we go, San Antonio.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store.
Some great play by Steph Curry tonight. He's got 14 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those three-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Duncan, and it's Parker in at the point guard position. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. Can't hit from in close. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down, actually, last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Offensive rebound, feeds it to Green. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Okay, time now for an injury report. Let's check in with Doris Burke for an injury update on Andrew Bogut.
Kevin, the Warriors head athletic trainer gave me an update. it doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. If he misses a large number of games, you have to think it will have an effect on their chances of winning an NBA title this season. A tough break if that's how it turns out, guys.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And, you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
You know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Iguodala up top. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry, good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Fires from 18. The shot misses. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
And, you know, getting back to Popovich's relationship with Tony Parker, Pop made the decision to draft Parker. So he obviously saw something. But Pop's a perfectionist, and if you're going to play point guard for him, you've got to deliver consistently.
And Diaw kicks to Leonard. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. And that's 15 points for Kawhi Leonard. Warriors trail by 3. And the pass to Ezeli. Back to Thompson. Now the dish to Ezeli. He feeds it to Curry. And Thompson kicks to Ezeli. Curry outside. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And talking about Tony Parker, Pop's tough love with him really paid off. Tony eventually became incredibly consistent, culminating with him being named the Finals MVP back in 07.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, you might as well make those adjustments right away.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Just 4 to shoot. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in a more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, and in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
He dishes it to Ezeli. Green left side. Thompson for 3. That's good. Thompson's got 11 points.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Here's Mills, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Timeout.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
David West, he's checked in for San Antonio.
San Antonio, please give it up for the Spurs dance team. All right, fans, one more time. Keep it going for your Silver Dancers.
And he knocks down the first one.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour. And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out. Unfortunately, me, I don't have it.
West is screen on Iguodala. Stolen by Thompson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Well placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
To the middle, poked loose. Here's Curry, and it's all evened up. Curry's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Yo.
And Ginobili,
my
here
back.
we go. And the
You're
rejection
looking for
by
it. Sorry,
Iguodala.
guys. Oh, shit.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good trying to beat the buzzer.
Jesus.
And so after
All right,
3
guys.
quarters of play,
Tie
and
game.
some great offensive
We're
output,
ready
this
to
one is
rape the
tied.
Spurs.
Don't
We're
go
gonna
anywhere. The
beat
final quarter is coming up next on
Spurs.
2K Sports.
Let's go Warriors. Warriors are the best team in the NBA. Psych.
Thanks for joining
All
us again
about
as we
Cavs,
get set for
man.
the fourth
All
quarter.
about
Terrific
Cavs.
game so far.
Let's see what we're doing this quarter, guys.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala out there with Green, and it's Azili in at the 5.
Yes.
Home in the paint.
Let's
and
go.
he gets it to go.
Those are
Steph
starting
Curry.
to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And
Best
clearly
point
it's
guard
about
in the
how
league
poorly
right now.
the defense has played.
All
They've got
time
to
best
close
point
out
guard with
fast.
Kyrie Irving.
But he gets it back.
That's
Leonard
already done and said.
scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And the second chance points aren't
Man, I
easy
can't
to
wait to
come back.
finish
It's
this
all
game.
about
I'll go
effort
clean the
and
table.
hard work, and he has today made
I
it
got
look easy.
tables so clean.
San
Busy
Antonio
day
trailing here.
today. Passed all my 3 quizzes I took
Parker
today.
kicks to Aldridge.
I feel great.
And good on the
I think I have to do
basket.
less
Look at-
talking,
there
more
is just
playing.
no way Clark to
I
tell
am not
who's going
losing
to pull
this
this
game.
one out.
You know what, Kevin?
Oh,
I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to
what was
one
that?
crucial key play.
Let's see what
Clark, that's a
we got.
great point. When you've had this many
I just wanna
lead
see this
changes, you're
quick
looking
three
to
by
see it's going to be a momentum swinger.
It's Curry outside.
Oh,
David West grabs the
he
miss.
usually makes
Boy, just
those.
by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm
Oh,
on
it's
that.
just
You
the
can see the
first defense
disappointment
pretty
in his
tight on
face.
me.
Parker outside.
Let's see what we
5
got.
on the clock. Pass to Aldridge. The rebound by Azili. Azili's got 4 rebounds in this game. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
That was a perfect alley-oop to Klay
In that
Thompson.
with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter
Curry
of
with
play.
the steal. He goes,
Always going up for the
oh, that was a foul. Oof, I should have shot a
That
3.
is just a careless turnover.
That was a careless turnover.
in those exchanges.
San Antonio making a switch here. Diaw's checked in.
Alright, let's see what we got.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory.
Come on, Draymond Green. Green's guarding Green.
Aldridge sets up the
Pretty
pick
epic.
now for Parker.
Are they related?
Warriors with the
I don't think they're
rebound.
related. Are
Those
they?
are 2 very different sounds in the NBA.
Draymond
A dunk
Green's guard.
and a clang of the back of the rim. He's got to straighten those out.
3-pointer.
Curry with the 3.
And it's Stephen Curry with a 3.
Boom,
Curry's
boom.
got 17 now, just in the
That's
second
how
half.
we do
There's been a huge
it.
discrepancy between these
Curry
teams
with
and their
the 3.
effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Go Spurs, go. What, man, you tripping.
Green against Curry. Green the pass to
Talk
Diaw.
about the Warriors.
6 to
man.
shoot. Nobody near Leonard.
No.
Hands the shot with nobody
Man,
near him.
there's just gonna be a
Leonard's
tight
got 4
game
points
right
now in the quarter. The Warriors leading.
I don't like this.
Here's Curry with the 3. And another 3 for Golden
Boom,
State.
boom,
There's
boom.
6 points on
Curry
consecutive
always
three
gets
balls.
fired on the
They're
last
finding holes in this defense.
quarter.
No doubt the defense had better
Always.
play a little tighter.
Watch him make all the threes and shoot.
Parker
Oh,
kicks to
Parker.
Aldridge.
Oh,
Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
where's Curry?
Just
Let's see
not
this.
much success
Another
when
dude.
it
Come on,
comes
come
to
on.
shooting.
Takes the 3.
Oh,
And the
he got
rejection by
blocked.
Leonard. They recover it. And Stephen Curry another 3.
Oh, payback.
And it's
The
an 8-point
big
Warrior
shot.
lead.
And what's
Payback
gotten into him
to
today?
him.
This is getting
Come on, Spursy. Let's see what we
ridiculous.
got. Calling timeouts. Thinking you're all cool. Let's see what we got. And ladies and gentlemen, I go to Carnegie High School. Looking like it's in California.
So far, Stephen
You
Curry.
know,
He's been absolutely on fire from outside.
go
They
follow
gotta get
LeBron
into his
Fan
jersey, get up
23.
into him, force him to
Awesome
pass or
vid.
drive.
Let's go quickly
Psych.
over to Doris Burke for an update.
Not awesome vids. No,
Thanks,
I'm
guys.
kidding,
I was
guys.
able
Guys,
to hear
awesome
Greg
Black Ops
Popovich
videos.
coaching his team
He's
during that
hilarious
last break.
commentator.
He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the
Yeah,
half
it's kinda
court.
boring
Let's
to watch
get
him
out
play,
and run,
though.
see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing
Oh,
there,
whoa, whoa,
just
whoa.
back
What's
it
this,
out and
guys?
run our
What's this,
sets.
guys?
Good advice, Kevin.
Guys think they're gonna
Lot of
catch up?
space
Guys think
right
they're
there
gonna
to get
catch
that
up?
shot off.
Not a very
See what we
good job
got.
of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that
Parker's lost.
particular play.
A 1-year Iguodala as he lets it
Oh,
go.
that was an awesome
Off target
pass
from
out.
three-point range. Spurs
Oh,
trail
I
by
can't
6. Parker
Oh,
dishes to Green.
what?
And Draymond Green picks
Really?
up the foul.
Really? Like,
That is his first
really?
foul of the game.
Like, oh my
You know what?
god.
Tried to
Really?
step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green.
You know what? Oh, shit. There's no music. Oh.
Aldridge kicks to Duncan.
Oh.
The foul called on
my
Festus
God,
Ezeli. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
Stolen by Thompson.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall,
Here goes for
he's
3.
been
Another
rock
3.
solid.
Let's hit that
Curry
up.
outside.
Oh.
Aldridge with some nice D.
Oh.
The Spurs have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Kicks it out to Ginobili. And another shot.
Ginobili.
And it's good in the assist by
No,
Parker's got
that's
assist
no.
number 7 for him tonight.
Let's see what we
Defensively,
got.
they are on
Klay
their
Thompson
toes every time
with
the
the
ball
shot.
comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness,
That's what
Greg.
I'm
I mean,
talking about.
if they don't,
That
things are
is
just going to
what
get worse
I'm
from there.
talking about. Let's go, Klay Thompson.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 5.
Thompson.
1:41
Alright, guys,
left in the
we're
fourth
up
quarter.
by 5. There's a minute and 40 seconds left. hopefully they will not catch up. If they do, don't worry, we
left in the
got
fourth
it.
quarter.
Oh, no, no, no.
From three.
Oh my God! They're down by one only.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the
Yes,
pressure is at its highest, that's when
Clay
he's at his very best.
Thompson.
Thompson inside the line.
No. Oh my God. Oh!
San Antonio gains possession.
That's gonna make it. Oh, timeout. Timeout is being called, ladies and gentlemen.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 2. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth.
Alright, let's see what we got, guys. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And they're only down by 2. Let's see what we got. Let's get the ball. Let's get the ball.
And San Antonio has possession. Parker drives in.
Block, man,
And the shot
block.
is
There
low.
we go, there we go.
Warriors have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on the
Clay with the
field goal attempts
three.
here in the quarter.
No.
Thompson misses.
Thompson, Roy Thompson. Oh, what the block.
Pushing it up. Curry's shot is good.
Curry with the
Curry's
2.
got
Come
39
on, guys, we're up by 4. We're up by
And guys,
4.
let's
There's
get
only
your
a
take
minute.
on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their defense
Momento
has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They worked hard tonight
Oh,
and crashing the
another
boards as
block.
well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Thompson for
Thompson with the
3.
3. No, no, no.
But they get it back. Kicks it to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden
Curry with the
State.
3.
It's to the corners off the mark. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
The feed now to Aldridge. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Ooh.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Parker with a personal foul. Watch.
And Curry, here we go. The shot no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way.
No.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
Here's Aldridge. Green with the rebound.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
I
And
don't feel
Curry
like
has it in
them
the
calling
corner.
a timeout. Let's go for a 3.
And he gets it to
Oh!
go. Curry's got 42 in the game.
Ooh.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous.
That's what I call
They have
Curry's
been exceptional
skills.
from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major
Hi, guys.
barrage.
I guess
San
that's over.
Antonio calls
That was the
timeout.
last play in the game.
They're
There we
losing
go.
by 7.
8.8 seconds.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up.
And the
there.
game
Maybe
is
down the
ours.
road in another
Whoa,
game,
whoa,
but
whoa,
whatever
whoa,
it is, It's too late for this one.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They seem to relish their
Steph
role as the
Curry
bad
was
guy here.
Jordan's
tonight.
player of the game.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Imagine it's Thompson. Clay Thompson.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. It's hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny